Good, everyone was good. So I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in the room, then I'm gonna start. I don't really have a topic for this video, but yeah, I'm just gonna just I don't even know. Probably pretty much give an update of this channel. But I'm gonna be taking this channel in a different well, this channel never really had a direction, so I can't really say I'm taking it in a different direction. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more with this channel. Like that's the reason I haven't really been uploading because like I'm at a point right now where like everything I'm doing in my life has to be for a reason. If it's not for no reason, I'm not wasting my time doing it. And this is the time that we're in right now. Like this is what I call the reality shift because the reality shift. And when I say reality shifting, I'm not just saying it from a just like a spiritual point of view. Even physically, this shit is shifting. There's many people saying the trees aren't blossoming and the fruit isn't growing the same way and time speeding, like everything in the reality is like shifting. So this is what I'm saying. Like we gotta actually shift too. So like right now, if you're not, because in the near future, what's gonna happen is a lot of things are gonna be happening, but you're not gonna know it. Like everyone talk about time speeding up and acceleration of time and not having time to do anything, and you're so busy and it feels like the days are going by. Like you need to understand, like events are actually happening in life that are accumulating. So more things are being done, but you don't really think so because you're so stuck in like you're so stuck in your mind. Like so with reality shifting and things speeding up, you need to be on your like P and Q and make sure you're not wasting any time because things are going to accumulate a lot quicker than you know. Because like you said, a year passed. We're already at the end of the year. So even though it felt quick, a lot of bullshit accumulated. So if you did a lot of bullshit or positivity in the past, it's gonna accumulate. But you're not gonna think it's that bad because time is really like it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But at the same time, you still done 200 something days worth of shit, whether it be bullshit or positive shit. So this is why you got everything you do has to be like meaningful. Because like one thing I'm realizing is that most people aren't on shit. Like and I've known this before, but when I'm saying it right now, it's because like I'm getting an extreme realization. Like most people really aren't on to really shit. And to be honest, most people like need to just focus on getting themselves better. Like a lot of people are worried about shit. Like really, they don't even need to worry about. Like even like when you see a lot of shit with the government and shit. Don't get me wrong, fuck the government, and they need to like. You guys see my channel. I hate the. If any channel on here that really hates this system, you guys know. So what I'm saying, like is what I'm saying is real. Most people literally like if they did what they had to do, they wouldn't even really have the complaints that they have. We'll always have some complaints, but a lot of people just gotta do what they gotta do so they don't complain about shit. So a lot of people they're not doing that, but then they're complaining, and it makes them all their complaining look justified because they'll complain about certain shit that's retarded, but at the same time it's like you didn't do certain things. That's why your life is shit. Like so, people gotta realize that shit. So, but I've been in a real good mood lately. I've been doing my qigong daily. I never haven't stopped since you guys last made my video. I've been doing that shit every fucking day, and that shit it really calls. It's like like there's a lot I want to talk about, but I don't want to. I'm thinking if I should make it another video because it's really a lot to speak on when it comes to this qigong energy. And one thing I've noticed is because I started doing my qigong on July 3rd last month, and I've been on it every day, 2 times a day. I do the fragrance qigong. I do the I don't know the name of the moves. To be honest, fuck the name of the moves because the name of the moves are just some that's some mason or some whatever whoever created it. because it's in a book, so somebody has to create it. So that's just their opinion of it. But I've been doing a lot of these different movements, and one thing I realized is like my appetite is gone. Like remember I told you how I don't eat as much and I don't feel as hungry. Ever since I've been doing it, so I'll probably take a week or 2 weeks after I was doing it. I know my appetite has gone down, and I haven't really been wanting to eat. I don't have like the hunger. Like literally all day yesterday, I didn't eat shit. And when I did buy something to eat though, but when I ate it, I wasn't hungry. Like I didn't need to eat it. Like it's like my hunger is weird. Like even when I do get slightly hungry, if I when I go actually start making my food and eating it, I can't eat the food because I'm not hungry. It's like the hunger that I'm experiencing is it's like a mental thing right now. It's not physical because I will feel a little about the hunger now, but when I eat, I can't even eat the food fully. Like I eat half the meal or I waste my money or some shit. And so like and I know this is the key going because I started experiencing this 2 weeks after about a week and a half, 2 weeks after the key going. It was very minor, but I was able to eat a little bit at the end of the day. Now it's like I got yesterday. I'm sitting here like literally waiting to like get hungry because I had got some food and I was like I don't want to waste my money. I'm like waiting to get hungry. I'm like I'm not getting hungry. Then I cooked it anyways. I ate it and I even enjoy it. Like it was some good shit too that I usually like, but I just didn't enjoy it. You see what I'm saying? So I know it's the Qigong energy, and I'm not saying this is not a typical response to everyone who does Qigong for just 2 weeks. Because you guys need to understand, I was doing yoga for 3 years, and I've been talking to other breatharians and people who are on. This is what they call the pranic journey. I don't call it pranic journey because you guys know me. I like to do my own thing, but they call it the pranic journey. Everything I'm dealing with is pranic energy and points to them. And a lot of these people, they they've been telling me, and I've been researching it about like yoga, and yoga that builds pranic energy, and I didn't know that. So all these years I was building pranic energy. This is why, this is what they call it. Like I just look at it as a body's mechanism to just sustain its own self, but they call it pranic energy. So doing the qigong is just another energy exercise that you do. Some people they do yoga, focus on that. Some people focus on qigong. Some people do all three. I think you're supposed to do all of them, but I see people who focus on one or the other. But I've been doing yoga for 3 years, so I was building this up. So I'm feeling like the qigong after 2 weeks added to all the progress I've been doing the past 3 years. So it's not like I'm just doing it and I'm just, you see what I'm saying? Like I've been like this shit's been building up, accumulating. So right now I'm like I'm not even hungry right now. Yesterday I fucking went to the truck, got a few tacos at the truck. It was five I got, and I only ate three, and I had a hard time eating that, and I didn't eat nothing all day. I drink juice though, like juice. I drink a lot of juice, and they say before you get to breatharian, you usually go through liquidarian. And juice, I could get full off juice because the juice has calories. The ones I drink the Sip Lemonade. That shit has 120 calories, 110 calories per serving. So I drink like a whole bottle of that shit every fucking day. Not every day, but like I'll drink it throughout the fucking day. And then I don't even like to drink water. The only time I drink water is if I'm fasting because I need if I want to be like pure with nothing. But if I'm not fasting, I don't even drink. I just drink juice. If I was like really, like, I'm gonna get a fruit juice blender in the future, and I just don't have time for that shit right now. But I want to get a fruit juice blender, and I'm gonna be drinking like real fruit juice. So that's like the most healthy. It's more healthy than water because a lot of you guys may say you're crazy. Water? No, all the water is poison. Every single water they put chemicals. There's microplastic. There's fucking a whole bunch of shit that they put in the fucking water. None of this water is clean. It's all tainted. Even the most healthiest water you can get, the Mountain Valley Spring, the what's that shit called? Fiji. That shit's tainted. They put even like you guys talk. You guys already see how the food inflation and they make the quality worse. It's the same with the Fiji water. Fiji water used to taste different like 7, even 4 years ago. I remember that shit tasted hella more crisp. Now it tastes like fucking tap water. So they're doing something to the shit. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something to the shit. It doesn't taste the same. So that microplastic chemicals, and then there's a bunch of metals in it. The cheaper the water, the more bullshit it has. So water is really not healthy. When you're thinking about fruit, especially if you're going on fruit, it's structured water. So the water is like nutrients in it, and there's water in fruit, and you sustain yourself off that. You see what I'm saying? So that's really like, I'm not saying don't drink water and shit, but you ain't even supposed to be drinking that much water. Drink like a fucking, you're supposed to drink like a liter of water per day. That's it. If you drink more than that, your stomach starts it starts building pressure on your stomach. It's not healthy. So all these niggas talk about, oh, you gotta drink all this water. It's bullshit. The whole health industry is bullshit. It's all bullshit. They want you to think that you need money to get rich, to get healthy. Oh, it costs money to get healthy. No, it doesn't. Stop lying. But anyways, guys, with the Qigong energy though, that shit really fucking. I don't want to get off topic, but the Qigong energy, I've been really harnessing that shit, man. And yeah, I don't even need to eat no more. That's just crazy. Like maybe if I go like 3 4 days, but it's weird. So I know this. I know that's the energy that's working. That's why I say you guys need to really stay consistent with it because I've been doing it for a month and I started really feeling the results like just like a week and a half ago. I started really feeling those results. Every week I feel even more like it's real. The energy is real. But yeah, I just want to come on just to say what's up to everyone. So we got one person in the room. I'm gonna drop the link. I don't know who's in the room, but shit, man, there's only one person in the room. I feel like they blocking this channel. I feel like they're blocking this channel. It's weird how there's only one person in the room. I think I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I feel like they're blocking this channel. They probably making it when nobody knows I'm live and shit. Usually I get more people on my live stream, but yeah. That's why I tell you guys like if you guys are on you if you guys are trying to make YouTube like a way to make money, you guys need to like Um, nothing wrong with making YouTube a way to make money, but always have another stream of income. Don't make it where you're just making money off YouTube and that's it, and you're not taking the money from YouTube and investing it, or you just want to make a living off YouTube and think you're gonna be living for the next 50 years of your life making money off YouTube. If you're like, that's not how it works. Like you have to be in the algorithm. Like even the people who are making a lot of money on YouTube, if they stop talking the way they do, or they decide to, like they just say they have an awakening or they have a realization and they're like want to get on something that isn't on some bullshit, then their views are going to take a hit because they're not going to be in the algorithm because they're not going to be talking and acting a certain way. So you got to keep all these things in mind when you start wanting to be on YouTube and make a living out of it because yeah, you can make money, but your money cannot go down. So because that's how life is. Like you always have to have different ways and streams and energy. That's why you don't make it about money. Like that's something I realized. Like people waste their whole time worrying about how they're gonna make money, but then they don't worry about important things about themselves, which is gonna allow them to make money. Because it's all like a sequence. Anything in life is really a sequence. Happiness, joy, abundance, wisdom, knowledge. It takes a sequence of events to get there. Nobody just gets rich. There's a certain sequence. Everyone has a story. You have to go through a story which all pertains to ourselves. So once we all go through what we're supposed to go through that sequence, such as being ourselves and our creativity and our story we all live through, such as being our fucking self, then we get the things we want. But you guys think there's something that is like a get rich quick scheme. There's no get rich quick scheme because everyone's living out a sequence of them doing what the fuck they need to do to get to where they need to be at. And some of these people who do that successfully, they're too stupid and dumb as a spirit on a certain level to understand that's what's going on. So they think that, well, if I can do it, you can do it. But it's like, no, just because you did that doesn't mean it's going to work for him. You were doing what you're supposed to be doing. If he's not supposed to do what you're supposed to be doing, it's not going to work. That's why I say vegetarian is not for everyone. Some people you're not meant for this. With other people they're meant for it, and you should be able. I shouldn't be able to have to tell you. Don't get mad at me. Oh, not everyone. If it's not meant for you, go on. I don't give a fuck about it if it's not meant for you. Just don't watch my channel. That's how I see it. So that's what everything in life. That's what everything in life. You gotta always like just be yourself, really. And like people just focus on the wrong shit. Like me, like a lot of the shit people focus on, like they can't even get because the system is technically. I don't want to say a system collapsing, but they shutting everything down. Like if you really think about it, just in a different way. Like they have the pandemic, right? And like remember I told you every time you're under the rule of the government, there's always going to be a problem. We had the pandemic bullshit, and they put everybody in timeout and told everyone they couldn't fucking stand next to each other because of something. So we went through that, and then once everything got better, then now it's the economy and then the money and shit. You see what I'm saying? And now everyone's complaining about who needs to be in president, the crime and all that. Then once that gets so-called solved, there's gonna be another problem because they have to have a problem. Like it's like that's the way it is. Like the way their system is ran. Like it can't be too like lax because if it's too lax, then people can actually have the power to wake the fuck up one day. Like they'll be able to realize things that they probably don't want to realize. So I'm sharing the line. There's always a problem when you're dealing with this system. And so like, and then now everyone's like all this inflation shit people complaining about, which I understand. Like this shit is fucking ridiculous. And like what pisses me off though about the whole inflation thing is how people, the average person who's working, giving their money that they slave for, they're not doing nothing about it. They're not making a stand. They're not saying, "Okay, this doesn't make sense." People are accepting it and just, "Oh, I gotta go work 2 more jobs." Like you fucking idiot. What are you gonna work till your back is thrown out? You're gonna work till you have bad health. Most people they eat junk food. If you're working at a warehouse, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But your back and your body will go out. You're not doing stretching, you're not doing yoga, you're eating junk food. The life expectancy is not gonna be 80. You guys are dumb if you think in the next 20 years the life expectancy is gonna be 80. The life expectancy is gonna probably be like 60 years old in the next 20, 30 years. You guys think in the future it's gonna be better because no, it's because more people are more fucked up. Everyone's working more jobs, doing more stress. Everyone's more depressed. If you have more anxiety and depression on your mind, it's gonna create illnesses. More people are more fucked up, mentally ill. Everyone hates life. You have Gen Z. They feel there's no point of living. They say, "Oh, I'm anti-natalist." That's gonna manifest situations where they get the fuck up out of here. So it's like this reality is like that's what I'm saying. People they accept this shit though. They complain and be all fucked up like this is how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to fucking be. And then they complain when like things go like the way. Why are people so fucked up in this world? Why is there crime? Why is there human trafficking? Why is the bitches? Because of the average the people. Nigga, you can't just put everything on the government. The people are allowing this stupid shit to happen. Like wake the fuck up. We have social media. We have all this information. If people like a real protest, like they got everybody brainwashed. They think you're supposed to protest by walking in the middle of a fucking street holding up traffic. Bitch, I gotta go deposit this fucking check at the bank at a certain time. Your stupid, retarded black ass is holding up traffic for some stupid ass nigga in a fucking hood got his brains the fuck out. And it's like, yeah, that's sad and shit, but bitch, your ignorance caused that fucking shit. That's why I get upset because the people's ignorance allow for the government to do this dumb fucking shit. They're gonna do what they fucking do. You can't stop that. Stop negotiating with the nigga. Every time you vote, you're negotiating. Why are you negotiating with the fucking government, you fucking idiot? They make no motherfucking sense. I'm not angry. I'm just talking to. I have the passion, whatever. Like it just. So I'm not. I'm chilling. I'm just like. But it's hella annoying. It pisses me the fuck off. Like how the hell, like, and then people like blocking up shit. Like that's not how you protest. It's like stomping in the street. How you protest is. What are you upset about? You upset about taxes? Okay. How about 1 million people just don't pay their taxes? Then what are they do? Lock 1 million people up? They're not going to do that. If 1 million people start paying their taxes, they're going to have to fucking negotiate and go back to the drawing board. It's too many people. If that bullshit ass fucking loan that they gave out to the businesses and then they threw people in jail for that shit. Like how the fuck are you going to throw people in jail for money that you gave them? And then you say, oh, you have to spend on your business? Why? The fuck? You fucking dumbass, like it's retarded. But they accept it. Every person who had a business, they're like, oh, since you niggas shut down this government and you made my business fail, I'm gonna take this money and spend it however the fuck I want. You can fuck my money up, but if I fuck my own money up, because it ain't their money they gave you back your own money. Where the fuck they get that money from? They got it from the people's energy. So if you fuck your own money up, they'll throw you in jail or in the disguise of their money. You need to fuck those niggas. If everybody took that fucking loan and the little loan they gave all the businesses and just ran off with that shit and didn't buy it, what are they gonna do? Throw everyone in jail? Shut everyone's business up? They're not gonna do that. They'll negotiate. They'll be like, "Oh, you guys gotta pay it back. We'll put you on payments," or they'll probably just call it off or some shit. These motherfuckers, they don't have power. The only power they have is the people believe their bullshit. Once the people start believing their bullshit, they don't have the power. And at that point, that's when they're gonna start trying to get ideas on how to just kill everybody. Like, people are fucking retarded, man. Like, and I keep seeing this shit about the election. It's like, that shit is crazy. Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, I don't even like to speak about that shit because at the end of the day, it's like, it's fucking stupid. Like, there's no point. Like, it's obvious they're trying to create, like, a lot of division amongst people. Like, they put a fucking black woman in there against a racist-ass white dude. And then they already know there's a lot of red pills and a lot of, like, fucking, like, school shooters and crazy people who, like, they already work for Trump. But the thing is, they put a black woman in there because they had a white dude with a white dude. So it was like politics, Democrat versus Republican. But now they put a black woman in there. It makes the emotional involvement within the politics of the sheep even more. Now all the racist white people who are for Trump, they even have more of an interest in this politics. Now their mind is, they're like hella triggered and shit. They can't get their mind. Oh, I hope this nigger bitch don't win as a female. And like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they're making it's fucking crazy. And then people don't see it. Like, this is why I knew the whole politics was bullshit, because they just throw people in there which fits the narrative where they want everything to be. Like, you see how there's certain people and shit. Like, the time we're in, there's a lot of like, we're in a different time. Most people are just like dumb and more into social media, and they think they know everything, but really they don't. Even though people are aware of their bullshit, so they can't just put the regular people as they did 20 years ago, 30 years ago. They gotta put different people. So what better time to put a fucking black woman in the fucking even though she ain't black, the bitch looks fucking black at the end of the fucking day. People say, oh, she's not, but at the end of the day, if you would have called it, if a white person would have called this bitch a nigger, people would have felt offended for her. But now, since she said, oh, she ain't black now, shut the fuck up. That bitch is a nigger. Nigga has nothing to do with, oh, this nigga is a nigga. If that bitch went to certain areas, they're going to look at her like a nigga. Nigga is not just fucking, oh, what's your blood or your DNA, nigga, what you fucking look like. You could be Mexican and black. If you look more black than Mexican, you're gonna be addressed as a nigga. There's people I know that they have their mix, but they look more black. They consider black because the features of the black fucking whatever the fuck you call it, the features are more stronger, so it's more evident. So you see the features, you gotta go based off that. The bitch have the features, get the fuck out of here. You're not thinking any other race. Shit's funny, and I don't give a fuck about any of that shit, because I'm not black and any of that crap. But I'm just saying for these dumbass people out here. Yeah, this politics shit is retarded. People are so invested in this shit. It's like, and I got to see a lot of spiritual people. They be talking about it so much, like, and I'm like, you can't tell me you're talking about it to wake people up about it, because at the end of the day, at this point, you either know it or you don't. Like, I'm not gonna put my energy. That's why I don't really speak about that stupid shit like that. Like, because I'm trying to like, what is it gonna? Because first of all, I don't even have a fucking channel that brings me money. Like, I could, like, if it's a channel who's making money from it, then that's a different story. Because they're doing that shit to make money. But if you're not making money and you keep speaking about the same politics and the same shit everybody's talking about with money, then you're kind of dumb. Because you'll see people out here who will talk about shit, and they think that they should talk about it, but they forget that, because they'll watch YouTube and they're like, oh, I got an idea, I'm gonna do this on YouTube, I'm gonna do this. But when they do it, they're doing it for their ego. But they don't understand the person that you're copying that gave you the idea, he got fucking bills and he got a check coming in and he got a business. That's why he's doing it. You're acting like him and doing that shit for your own fucking ego. So it's like it's that type of shit. Like motherfuckers, like they just and it brings me back to my whole YouTube shit in the beginning. People like they want to make a living off this shit, and like they spend their whole months and years trying to make a living and not worrying about other ways to make money. Like even when you make money on YouTube, you don't want to put all your energy into it. Like people will sit there and talking like, why are you making this video? Why are you talking about this topic? Oh, so I can inform the people. Or I'm trying to make a living off YouTube, but you've been doing it for years, and all the people who watch your channel, they're not really spiritual people. And even if they are, even if they do get your message, you know what? Most of them aren't going to actually do the work. They're not going to actually take the sacrifice and discipline. Because anytime you're trying to teach people how to better themselves and get them to a higher state of life, it's going to take work on your part, which is obviously teaching them, and it's going to take work on their part, which is making sacrifices and going through certain situations, good and bad. Most people don't want to go through the bad situations and make those sacrifices because it doesn't feel good. And since everyone wants to feel good, since everyone's so depressed and miserable, then this is a situation where people don't do the work they need to fucking be doing. So it's like you really can't even help anyone. So like it makes you question, like, this is why you have to put yourself in the right frequency so you can attract the right people to you and not just attract people that are just in it for like their ego and shit. It's just crazy. Because like I just everything I do nowadays, I just have to have a reason for. Like, what's the reason? Like, what's the point? Because I feel like it just I feel like I feel like by the end of this year, life is not going to be the same. And I'm not speaking about politics and government because I don't give a fuck what the fuck they do. I'm at a point I'm not obviously we gotta like it's still important because it affects our lives to a degree. I'm not saying it from that level. I'm saying it like there's so much you should be doing. So even if because even if the government's gonna do something negative, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll have your shield and your defense for when they do something. So like the pandemic shit. If you had your shit right, then it wouldn't have been a problem. In the future, if you had if you listen to what I'm telling you, you'll start building this energy because it takes time to build this energy. This is why it's good to start now. If you start 2 months later, then you miss too much. You could have been building the energy. So you build it now. Then when it gets to the point where they start doing other bullshit, you have the defense. So I'm not saying that it's okay for them because they're going to do what they're going to do. Because whatever the government does is all predicated based upon the awareness of people. So don't think like, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? If you want to know what's going to happen next, look to your neighbor, to the average person, and see their awareness and see where their mind is at. And that's going to tell you everything where the world is going to be going. There's no type of prophecy. Oh, this is going to happen in this. Anytime they tell you something, that means it's usually the opposite. Like one thing I've noticed out here is every time they say they're going to give homeless people, every time they're going to spend money on homeless people, the homeless situation gets worse. Or anytime they say, we're going to, I don't want to talk about the whole thing, but when they relate to this, it's something worse. Like everything they say is opposite. Like they told you about the thing, it's going to help you, but it didn't. Oh, we're going to give you money, stimulus. They really didn't. That's why all these people are thrown in jail for that fucking loan fraud. The money that the people generated and they gave back, they throw people in jail for spending the money, but they were able to shut down a whole fucking economy and make people lose billions of dollars and fucking even some people's lives and shit due to certain situations. Like, you see what I'm saying? Even with the thing, but then you go and take $500,000 or $80,000, they want to throw you in jail for some loan fraud, and you got stupid dumb niggas. Oh, you're stupid for stealing the government's money, nigga. Shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Crooning ass bitch. What the fuck has government done for you? They haven't done a damn thing. The government hasn't never gave me shit. Everything I got, the only thing I probably say the government has given me is a store for me to go and steal a whole bunch of shit from, or they gave me a bank account so I could do fraud in. When I used to do fraud, they created a bank account so I can be able to commit a fraud. That's the only thing they set up a platform for me to defraud and scheme. for me to get by and shit. That's the only thing I can say they've given me, and they didn't even give me that shit because I have to do it my motherfucking self. They didn't even do it for me. So like they haven't gave me shit, but people somehow they want to coon for the government. Nigga, fuck this stupid government. And it's not about going out and being a business and just we all have a mission. Do that, and I don't have no respect for this shit. I'm not gonna go and cuss a cop out. Last time the motherfucking cop they pulled me over month and a half ago. Wait, no, 2 months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago. Damn, time goes like quick. Here we were 2 months ago. Some bitch called a fucking police on me or some shit. We were just chilling in the fucking car and shit. She called probably because we black or whatever. And then the dude called and said, came in there. He's like, can I search the vehicle? I had shit in the vehicle, but I just said, yeah, you can search it. And I was talking to him, and I was like, cause when I'm talking to people, I act like I'm in a good mood. Like I act like I'm a child, or I'm like I don't know, like what am I supposed like you people think that you're always supposed to act smart and be smart. No, sometimes you need to be dumb. Sometimes you need to act naive. You need to act like you're stupid sometimes, or you're just in some cases. Like you can say that, oh, I'm an addict. I don't want to. I don't know what I'm doing. Like just lie, play, act like you're retarded. Nobody knows who you are. You're dealing with somebody who's never seen you. I could be a serial killer to them, but you have to play certain roles in certain situations. Because I told the police, like, you can search my shit, I don't care. And then I was talking to him, he didn't even search my shit because he must have forgot or whatever, but he didn't search my shit. And then the shit that I had was in the back. I had my backpack, and he's like, I'm gonna put your backpack in it because he searched my backpack. And he's like, I'm gonna put your backpack in the trunk, and that's where all the shit was. Like right when you open the trunk, all my stuff was there, and he would have seen it. And then I was like, no, don't put it in the back, put it in the front. He's like, are you sure? They're gonna break in. It's not a neighbor you want to leave. I'm like, just leave it in the car. It's fine. I don't care. He's like, all right. He laughed and shit. And I was like, I'm like, I don't care, nigga. Like, I'll just get another one. I got money. Money is nothing. I was telling him, like, it's a material thing. You get it again. And he was like, okay. And he just, and I was trying to bring spiritual. I didn't talk spiritual, but I threw a little spiritual in there. Like, it's a material item. You can get it again. No one would take it. It'll be protected. I just was saying some shit, and he's all laughing and shit. And then he didn't check my shit. But if I would have went in there like having an attitude, oh fuck this nigga, what the fuck you doing? Oh no, you can't search my car. It's my right. Even though it isn't his right to go and search my shit. But if I would have been so enamored on social media, oh I gotta do what everybody on the internet is doing and not think for myself, I would have been like, oh don't search my car. This Moorish guy said they can't do it. And don't get me wrong, all of that's true, but at that situation it would have been an even worse situation for me because they would have ended up searching it still. And then I actually had shit in there. If I didn't have nothing in there, then maybe I would have played some games. Or maybe if they would have pulled me over illegally, and I didn't have nothing on me, I would have done that. And then I would have got the badge number and then file a lawsuit and I'll file a lien. So if all of their money from their pension and their retirement is going to be held up. So that's what a lien does. So they won't be able to get that until they resolve the matter what I got going on with them. I'll be petty like that. Somebody said the audio is not good. Oh no!
I was on Bluetooth. Fuck. Hey, can you guys hear me now? Damn, I was speaking some good ass game. Shit. How bad was it? Did you guys get the message at all? Or should I have to start this live stream over? Like before we can should I just remove the live stream? Or was it you guys able to like hear it? Let me God damn it. That's why nobody was joining my shit. I was like, why isn't nobody joining my shit? Because the fucking volume was God. But like just hold on, let me when you guys were listening a few minutes ago before I turned off the Bluetooth, were you guys able to get my message? Because I might have to just start this live stream over again because I was speaking a lot of good shit. He said it wasn't that bad. He said I heard everything. Okay, that's good. All right, damn. This is crazy, man. Damn. All right, because I don't want to have to start this over again. Because I was dropping some shit. I hope that fucking audio was good. Let me check my iPad. Hold on.
It's hella annoying. It pisses me the fuck off. Like, how the hell? But anyways, guys,
Okay, it's all right. It's good. I thought it was really, really bad. Like you guys couldn't hear me because I was speaking some. I would have been hella mad if I couldn't. If I was like, damn, it would have been a waste. Because I seen the Bluetooth thing. I'm like, that's probably why nobody was joining. Because I'm like, why is that shit not joining? Because the probably was muffled. But yeah, where was I at? Yeah, but like I said, you gotta just know how to like know how to move. But I've been this funny though. I've been doing my qigong outside. That's the best play time to. That's the best. If you can do it outside. If you do it inside too, is you still get the energy. I've done it inside, so don't think you have to do it outside. But outside, I just like it better because it's like it's more. It's like you're more connected because it's like you're outside. But you get the energy because I did it for like a few days straight indoors, and I built up the energy really, really good. But yeah, I've been doing it outside, and people be looking and shit. It should be funny. This dude was just sitting there, just this dude. Look at this shit right here. I was doing my qigong, right? This motherfucker just walks, and he just sits there, right? And I can sense him in the back, just like sitting there. He's there for like probably like 5 to 8 minutes, just like looking at me. And I turn around and I'm like, I looked at him and he's like, I'm like, what's up? And he's like, oh, can I walk by you? And I'm like, what do you mean? Can you walk? I'm like, you could just walk by. You didn't have to like wait for me. And he's like, oh, okay. And he just walked by me. But you guys don't understand though. Where I was at, he could have walked around me. Like it was a big area. I feel like he was just looking at me, and he didn't want to. He wanted to give an excuse why he was looking at me. Like he was just sitting there, just staring at me, like what I was doing. And like he could have just walked by me. I wasn't doing shit. So that was hella weird. Did I be doing my shit like every day? I be doing that. Motherfuckers be looking and shit. It don't even really matter to me. Yeah. People be looking like hella weird and shit. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Some people be thinking I'm tweaking and shit. But this shit, the energy. I was building the energy so high the other day when I was doing it, man. I almost like I had to like cool it off because I don't want to say almost fainted, but like I felt lightheaded. Like that shit was I was feeling lightheaded because that energy was just building. And then one thing with the qigong is when the energy builds, it builds over time. It's look at it like compound interest. It compounds. Each month it gets more money. Each time you do it, it builds on top of the energy, and then pretty soon you're gonna feel more like energized. But like I said, this takes years. It takes time. Me, I've been doing it for 3 weeks, and I can tell you guys, my hunger is like it's drastically changed. Like I haven't ever since like probably for like 2 weeks. I haven't really got hungry. Like I really haven't. I probably will have to go like 3 or 4 days without eating for me to be fully satiated or for me to start to feel hungry. But I haven't been hungry like for the last 2 weeks, and I know it's because of the qigong. But the qigong has also been adding onto my yoga, so keep that in mind as well. Because the yoga I was doing as well, and the qigong is adding onto that because we're all working with the same energy when you're doing qigong yoga. It's just keep yoga. You're building it through removing the blockages on a more physical level, which is qigong is more of like a spiritual level. You're cleansing it. Yeah, the energies is really intense. Like this shit's and don't look at it like because you guys look at it like it's energy, like it's Red Bull or a cocaine. Don't look at the energy like that. Look at the energy like you just wake up from when you're tired and then you go to sleep and then you wake up. You know the energy you get from when you wake up. It's a natural energy. Like when you're about to go to sleep, when you're tired and you drink Red Bull and you get energy, it's not the same energy as when you just wake up from a fresh 8 hour sleep. It's a different type of energy when you go to sleep and wake up. That's that qigong natural energy. That's what when you go to sleep, you're recharging. That's a form of recharging. That's why you feel rejuvenated when you wake up. When you're doing qigong, it's a form of recharging, but without having to go to sleep on on a deeper level. So you're able to recharge the body and add energy through certain movements. And once you program the energy, you could program it to however you want it to help you with sustaining energy, such as breatharianism. If you martial arts, they do qigong. Like even in some of these martial art practices, it's mandatory that they do fragrance qigong. They have a certain name in Chinese. I don't know how to pronounce it, but in English, it's fragrance qigong. Every in certain martial arts practices, they have to practice fragrance qigong before or after they practice, because it allows them to be more precise with their movements, more stronger with their hits, more concentrated mentally, and it adds more strain. This is why they're able to break a brick. But people who are able to get to that level, they've been doing it for years. They built the energy to the point where they're able to break a brick because they programmed the energy to be able to. It adds to the body, and this goes all the way from walking on fire, breaking bricks, to you being able to walk 15 miles and not get tired, you not being able to eat, but every 7 days, still energy. That energy is what's sustaining you. And once you're able to have this energy sustain, you're reborn. You're a different type. You're still a human, but you're living in a different way. It's not the same as a regular human. You're living differently. You're not you have more energy. You don't need to eat. You have more ability to create. Your mind is working different. You're able to tap in spiritually more, astral projecting. Your mind is working more sharper. Your consciousness is on a higher frequency. Like once you start doing, especially when you have to fast to this, and then you're literally a superhuman because you're not operating like everyone. You have a higher edge. You're able to focus more. You don't need to sleep as much. You have more energy. You have more endurance. Like that nigga Ella Tom, he walked from San Francisco all the way to LA. That's a 6 hour fucking drive. I drove there once before, years ago. It's a 6 hour drive. No, since San Francisco, I never drove from San Francisco, but from San Francisco to LA, that's around 8 hours. Where I was driving, it was like 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. 8 hours, it's 8 hours from San Francisco. This nigga walked from the Bay Area all the way to LA. The Van Nuys. That's hella far. That nigga walked, and that's all because of energy. And he didn't like walk there in one go. He like took breaks on the way, but he still fucking walked there. And that nigga, that's all because of the energy. He programmed the energy to work for him like that, and you could program it to work for you for anything else, whatever you program. But this, to get to that level, takes years of building. It takes a lifestyle. You don't just get there, just 2-3 weeks. If that was the case, every single person you see doing qigong on YouTube would be like what he's doing. But you go on YouTube, because you always gotta look at reality. Look at the people doing yoga, qigong, and all this. So just because I say you could do this doesn't mean everyone's gonna have this experience, because it also depends on your intentions, your spiritual mission, and a whole bunch of other shit. How much work you put into it as well. Because you can have the intentions and spiritual mission, but you don't put the work, you won't get it. So you gotta know what's going on. So it's like, but really, if you tap it, all you guys really need to do is tap into this energy. If it resonates, if this information resonates with you, you really need to tap in, make it a lifestyle. You'll notice once you start tapping into this, your life's gonna start changing. A lot of you guys worried about the wrong things. What you need to do is get your health together. If you have bad health, if you have any health issues, nothing is more important than your health. You say, "Oh, I need to make money." You'll be dead. You won't be able to enjoy your money because your health ain't there. You can't say health costs money. No, it doesn't. Stop eating. Qigong is free. Moving your hands is free. Somebody got to charge you 50 cents to move your fucking hands, move your palm around your skull. That's 50. That's a 50-cent movement. Just 35. $1. 50 cents. Okay. But no one's gonna charge you no fucking money. Fasting, you don't eat. That's gonna cleanse you. What else? Yoga, that's free. Stretching your muscles. That's free. That's how you get healthy. Keep going, guys. It's how simple it is. Not easy, but it's simple. versus going to go. And I'm not saying Dr. Sebi and on and Yaki Awakening, all these people who have health. I respect them because anybody that's trying to get people's health together and that's cure people from cancer, diabetes, or kidney issues, which people have been cured by eating those diets. And I respect those people because anybody that's helping people get rid of their illnesses, I give them my respect. So I would never talk bad about, oh, they eat fruit, whatever. But I'm just saying, not everybody has $1,000 to spend on some Dr. Sebi kit or have to spend $50 every week or every couple of weeks or every month on supplements or green or shots and shit. And even so, a lot of those supplements actually have toxins that hurt the liver. Like that's one thing that they don't tell you. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of these supplements, like when you take those capsules and it has gelatin or has magnesium or what, just whatever it has, understand that that's made in a lab and it has chemicals that it's got to go to the liver. So you're it's hell it's always damaging you when you're consuming something from a corporation or from like the system. So you guys got to understand, unless it's just a straight plant matter, then you good, you straight. But in my opinion, you should only take that if you're ill, if you're sick. If you're sick and you have a disease and you like diabetes, cancer, any type of STD, whatever, you have some type of disease that's curable, which is damn near all disease. I don't know what disease isn't curable. You should fucking fuck. I forgot where I was going, but like I said, you should want to spend your money on. You should not want to spend any money to get healthy. You should not. And your number one priority should be to get healthy. Hold on, let me see where I was from. I lost my train of thought. My bad, guys. I lost my fucking train of thought. This motherfucker walking by distracting me and shit. But anyways, my shit's acting weird and funny. But yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. But yeah, anytime you guys are trying to get yourself healthy, always health is number one. Always remember that. Health is wealth. Health is number one. Always put health more than anything. You can't have money. You won't even be able to enjoy your money if you have bad health. Even if you're not dead. If you have $1 billion, but your fucking your spleen or your heart is aching you, or you have an excruciating headache, are you not even gonna be able to enjoy the money because you're gonna be having that pain? If a knife is stuck in your leg, I gotta break it down in layman terms because dumbass, stupid people they don't understand. If you have a knife in your leg, you could have $1 trillion. You will not be able to enjoy the $1 trillion with that knife in your leg. You see what I'm saying? So like it's common. That's why it's like it's way more important. You don't need money to get healthy. You just need your just discipline. That's really the most valuable thing in life. Is discipline and willpower. That's the most valuable thing. A homeless broke person who has the drive to be the greatest version of himself is in a better position than a rich man who's depressed and is giving up hope. Because in the next 3 years, that depressed person is going to be in a worse situation, whereas that homeless person is going to be in a better situation. He may not have as much money, but spiritually, mentally, that person will be in a better situation, even to a point where he may even get the money, or maybe he doesn't need money. Because that's one thing, and that's another thing. Like I've been realizing a lot lately. Because I look at these other breatharians and shit, and one thing I notice about a lot of them is they don't need as much stuff. They're into minimalism, and I'm not gonna say I'm into that because I'm not really into it or not into it. I'm not for minimalism. I'm not against it. But what I'm realizing is that like I don't need that much shit. Like if I ever do become a minimalist, it's because I don't want it. Like that's what you guys gotta understand. Like a lot of these people, especially when you see a lot of breatharians or people who are on this journey like I am, and they're minimalist, don't think they're minimalist because they're forcing themselves or they're trying to be. No, these people literally don't give a fuck about this shit. Because I'm noticing like the more energy I build within me, it's like I don't need that much shit. You don't need, whether it be weed, food, drink, you just need a little bit of it, and that's it. A little bit of food. If I eat something, it's a little snack. And it's weird because I've been so programmed to always eat a big meal at the end of the day. So like, even like last year when I was just doing my fasting, because I was just doing fasting, I wasn't doing Qigong. And I was always hearing people say meditation is the foundation for breatharianism. And I always ignored that. I just fasted. I said, fuck it, I'm fasting. And even when I did my 20, 40-day fast, all that, I would just fast. I didn't do no meditation. But that's not how it goes. The meditation is really what makes it. It's not about starving yourself. It's about fucking the meditations and getting on the meditation and like shit, man. I've been doing that every day, and that shit's crazy. Doing that every day. My bad, guys. I don't know why the fuck the internet's acting weird. Good, you straight. But in my opinion, you should only take that if you're ill. If you're sick, if you have a disease. Yeah, I'm just looking back to see what I was saying. But are people who are on this journey like I am, and they're. I just dropped the link. Don't think they're minimalists, but they're forcing themselves. They're trying to be. Yeah, I was talking about minimalists, but yeah. Anyways, guys, about yeah, like one thing I've been realizing is on this path is like I don't give a fuck about really shit. And I'm like, I feel like the more things I have, because you guys know, like I don't like to fucking really speak on this shit no more. But you guys know, like I used to steal a lot of shit and stuff, and like a lot of the stuff that I've stole, I don't use, and I would just give them out like to people and shit. Like I had a pipe, like a little cut pipe that I don't smoke no more. I gave that shit away to a homeless. I just left it on the thing, and a homeless person got it. And then I had a whole bunch of lighters. I had dude asked me for a lighter, I just gave him like I just little shit that I had. I had a whole bunch of shit I don't even fucking use. Clothes, shoes. Like I don't even like I don't even wear. I wear like the same few shirts. I don't even wear that much shit. And the reason why I do this shit is not because I want like I'm forcing myself to do this. I just don't give a fuck about this shit no more. I don't care about it. Like I feel like the energy. You troll what's good? You troll?
No, 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 I'm not a troll. I have come on live before.
Oh,
I
what's up?
came on
I think I remember you. Hold on. I think
GJ. Yeah, we talked about different things. Yeah, I told you that I do keep on.
yeah, I can't really hear you too good.
Uh, okay. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Let me. All right, what's good? I don't know why it's doing that. It's not allowing me to raise my volume up. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit though. I can hear you a
Okay, I
little
can
bit.
talk a little louder.
Damn, man. They always, I think they're fucking with my shit because every time somebody joins, it's always a volume issue. Like, why is it a volume issue?
Damn.
Let me see if I can edit my mic settings. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Is this mic volume? Okay, okay. Speak now.
Yo, yo.
Man, yeah, I can be. I put the volume up all the way, and it's still fucking up.
Oh,
That's
Do you
weird.
do you even
Let me see if
hear
I
what
can
I'm
put you on
saying?
my. I could probably get my headphones.
Okay.
I can hear you better on my headphones.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
I think so. Like I put you on. Say all right. I think no, it's not. I can. Just go. I can hear you a little bit. I just have to roll my
Okay.
window up. Just
Okay.
go. I don't know what's going on. I just don't want to waste any more time. So yeah, what's good with it?
It's good. It's good. Going good. Uh, I'll watch your last Keygang video. I've been doing that since then, like for 2 weeks in continuously. I've been doing 2 weeks. It's
That's
really good.
good.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
it helps.
sharing. Yeah,
You welcome. You welcome. I'm gonna be bringing some more too. a lot
Yeah,
more
I
others.
post the
Yeah.
really advanced thing, the most advanced Qigong exercise,
Okay.
please post that. I'll try that.
Okay. There's a Breatharian Qigong. I think I did the Breatharian Qigong. That's the most advanced one that
I have tried,
that
but
I
I
know
did
is
that
the Breath.
3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that's the most advanced one. It was the Breatharian Qigong I did. That was like I did that back in March. That was the most advanced one. If I see another advanced one, I'll do that one as well. Yeah.
I really like the new one. Very good. That when you do that,
Okay.
after the tiger,
Oh yeah, the
I,
tiger.
I
You,
yeah,
you felt it. Yeah,
yeah,
you got to do it, and then when you keep doing it consistently, you're gonna feel the energy build up more. And when you're doing it, like the beginning of your session and at the end, when you like program it, program the intention. Like you want the energy to sustain you, you want it to protect you, you want it to give you abundance and joy. Like program it with like positive things you want, so the energy can work for you. That's one thing you
yeah,
always, even while you're doing it, you can have on your mind like what you want the energy to do as well. Like when you're doing the
yeah.
movements.
I
Yeah.
don't do that while working out. But at the end, when you say prosperity, abundance, I say that with you.
Okay.
That's good. Uh,
Yeah.
and uh, me personally, I do well in my internal world. If you just give me food, a place to be, I'm just fulfilled. I'm happy. But this external world sometimes fuck with my mind, gives me a
Yeah.
headache. Like,
With the qigong though, it's gonna help you not let the world fuck with you. Because I noticed me by me doing this, and I'm glad you brought this up. This is why I like having people in the thing because it makes me. I has a lot of stuff on my mind, and there's a lot of things I don't speak on because I forget. But the qigong has made me not really. I don't get as angry and upset, and people may do stupid shit like, but it doesn't upset me as before. Like that's something I noticed. Like I'm able to be more calmer and shit, and which is very good for me because I always had like get angry over certain things. So I'm noticing I'm more calm and more focused, and I can make I make my decisions more on the spot. I'm more. I'm not reactive. I'm responsive. Like you don't want to be reactive. Like when somebody does something, you just do it because it's a reflex. You want to always be conscious of every movement you do. So like I'm more responsive. I don't be reactive as much. So like
yeah,
it helps with the subconscious mind a little bit too. So you really want to like keep doing it. Like I did it this morning. I did a different session this morning because there's different ones, and I'm gonna do. I have two more sessions I've gotten, and I'm gonna show you guys. And it's good because in the beginning you start tapping on yourself because like I'll just show you guys at the beginning of it. You tap on your hand, you just do this for like about a few minutes because it like wakens the chi, and then you just tap on the chest. Even if you just do this awakens the chi. It's like it helps.
okay,
Certain I should go into it in the next video. It's good, and I'm gonna show you guys a lot more.
okay,
Yeah, a lot of people like just keep doing it, and over. Most people they sleep on this. They don't think it's that powerful, and when I look at it on YouTube, they don't they talk about it like it's just something sweet. It's nothing. Just like oh, just relax. And I feel like this. If you this is like this can you could take this energy to very far heights if you do it consistently and you master it and you focus it and study it. And this is because understand like on the west where I'm from. I'm not sure where you're because you're from India, but on the west over here, they have books on qigong. They got people on the internet that talk about it, but they don't it's like they don't even you don't hear about it in real life. You have to hear about it on the internet. Even when you go to like the library, at least from what I've seen so far, the library or the bookstore, I didn't see no qigong. I see yoga, but you don't hear nothing from qigong. You'll hear yoga, but nothing from qigong now around, not from what I heard. I always have to go on the internet to hear. So what the reason I'm saying this is because the government, there's power in it, so they don't want people doing it. Because in my mind, I'm like, why? When I was in um in America it's called PE, physical education. It's a class where you like play sports and go outside and you just do active stuff. They make us do bodybuilding and all this other stuff, which is good, and we run, but they never had us do qigong. And so they had to stretch a little bit and do like push-ups, but they never had us do qigong. And I'm like, qigong's not negative, it's not bad. Why don't they have us do it? It's because it's powerful. They could have had somebody who's practicing qigong, who knows what they're doing, and then they could teach the kids exactly how to do it in the right way to do it in a safe, right way. And then they won't do it because you know what happened? If they had kids do that for all 4 years every day, by the time they get to like high school, into high school, they're not gonna need the system. This has nothing to do with just awakening and consciousness. That's one part of it. But let's just say they're not awakening spiritual, but they do qigong. They're gonna have energy, so maybe they won't be as hungry. They won't need to go out as much. They may not have sexual desires, so the porn industry and um all these other industries they want that have to do with sex, they won't make money because people will have energy they won't need as much. So that's one reason, that's one of many reasons that they don't want people doing it.
Yeah.
Amongst health reasons, they don't
I
want because
want
it
to
could help. So
I want to see what will happen if I do it continuously for like 6 months. I want to
mhm.
experience. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. For me personally, I don't get mad at people. It's just the situation. Like I want to have my time for myself. I
Yeah.
really like the way you live because you don't really do anything that you don't want to do. You just do your own thing. That's how I want to
Yeah.
be. But these situations, I just need my time back. Like I want to live my life by more,
I I,
like
I
myself.
understand. Like, yeah, like even me, like the like I know exactly what you mean. Like the only reason I'm able to have my time back is because I've done like I've done things that technically really are I'm not gonna say I'm proud of, but like I need to put my because I can't work no 9 to 5. I can't work no 9 to 5 because it gets in the way of my spiritual path. And I made mistakes. This is why I want to preach. It's very important to not make mistakes on your spiritual path because everything is about timing. If you're 19 years old and you're on your spiritual path, you need to be on it because if you're 19 and you don't be on your spiritual path and you wait till you're like 28, then all those opportunities from 19 to 28 you missed. You didn't get. So this is why I say you want to be on it because me, I I was supposed to be on this path earlier, but I let fear, I let doubt and programming make me think that it's not possible. So I didn't take it to the level I was supposed to take it. So if I would have took it, then I would have had opportunities. So I would have never needed to work. But I since I was lazy, I got put in a situation where I was like I had to work and make money, and I couldn't focus on my qigong. So that forced me to have to do certain illegal things so I can make money and have to go and live with certain areas so I can be able to still practice. But all of this would have not been necessary if I would have done what I was supposed to be doing. So this is why it's like it's always important because you want to get it in a good righteous way, but at the same time, like if like the way I'm doing, even if I did do something that's so-called illegal, if it's for something good and righteous, then the spirit will allow it if it's within righteous and you're not doing something to hurt someone. Like for example, when I say something illegal, I'm talking about like a corporation that makes billions of dollars and I go and steal $10,000 from them. I'm talking like that. Like who cares? They got all the money. Like even when you go to India, you got people living in the India slums that are just very poor. They don't have nothing. Then you got the billionaires that work in the tech industry and the scamming buildings, and they making millions of dollars a day. And I'm sure you already know, like it's like it's fucked up. So like when I say that, that's what I mean. I don't mean like going out hurt um real people out here, but like I said, like if you really are on your thing, you wouldn't need to get in that situation. So this is why I always preach that always take advantage of what you have right now, because right now, no matter how bad your situation is, if you don't better your situation, you're going to be reminiscing and looking back at your current situation and how it was good. Because you're only going to get worse or better in the future. All the times that you like right now, you may say that, man, I don't have time, I don't have this and that, and you're hoping to get out of it. But in 10 years from now, you're going to be looking back right now and be like, yeah, I was in a shitty situation, but I had so much opportunity. So in 10 years from then, right now, I could be somebody great. You have to think of your future self like that. Like, you have a lot of opportunity right now. Don't look at the bad things. Look at, yeah, it sucks and you don't have time in it, but you're young, you're alive, you're healthy, you have my knowledge. You could do something right now. That's to be excited about. That's good. That's
Yeah.
because you don't look like it's lack. Because in the future, when you're like 20 years old, 20 years from now, you're going to be looking back like, I wish I had those young years. Even if it was bad, at least I had an opportunity to change it. Now I'm 60, and if I do change it, I'm going to be 80. You see what I'm saying? Like, so don't think negative. Because when I was sick, like back in 2020, I was really sick and I was fasting. And then back in 2020, I was like, damn, I'm sick. I'm having to fast. Everyone's out having fun and I'm doing this and I can't eat. I can't do this. And this is before I knew I was a Breatharian. I was just fasting so I wouldn't fucking die. Like, that's the only reason I was fasting back in 2020. And then, I was like, man, I can't wait to get healed. I can't wait to get better. And I was just thinking about the day I'm gonna get better. And it's funny because 3 years later, 4 years later, I'm like, I'm better. But like, I look back then and I'm like, I kind of wish I was there again because I had so much opportunity that I missed. If I would have just done certain things, it would have played out better than right now. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't have faith really. Like, I was doubtful and it was fear and a lot of other things. That's why you don't want to question shit. Like, that's what you don't want to think. The mind is gonna fuck you up. Don't overthink. If the spirit says do something, do it. It's gonna work out good. It may be painful, may suck, but and it's not like I didn't know because I that it wasn't gonna work out good. It was more so I was like in fear, or I didn't. So I had to wake up and get out of that. But I that took me a couple years to get out of that. Then I got out of it, and then I realized shit.
Yeah. I'm not really
But you
like
always want to take advantage of time.
person.
Yep.
I'm not like a person that would complain at everything. I don't complain, but lately I've been feeling like I'm getting impatient. I've been doing this work, my spiritual work, even the external work I've been doing, but I have a certain level of freedom. Yeah, I have my little time, but I want to be totally free. Like, it's getting me little impatient.
Yeah,
I
you,
want
you got to be patient. That's the thing. Like, this energy, this healing, all that, it takes time. The human realm is a very slow realm. Everything takes time. This is why when you see a tree, it takes time for a tree, a big tree, that big tall tree. It took a long time to grow. It wasn't quick. That's Earth. So take that into your mental state, your spiritual state, your physical state. For humans, when you want to build muscle, it takes a long fucking time. You want to become wealthy and rich, regardless of what they lie to you on the internet. It takes a long time. Ask any rich person who has millions. They didn't get that overnight. It was
okay.
series of
So another
investments,
thing, uh,
savings. Yep.
another thing I want to ask is, uh, the thing is, I don't really care about money, but I have to get money. So I cannot even get excited about the future because what is there to be excited about? Like,
Once you truly be yourself, then whoever your true self is, the actions that you take as your true self is going to bring you money. So you'll be able to love what you're doing. So
mm,
that's why I say you got to be yourself. And once you be yourself, you're gonna have some type of talent or creative like skill, because that's who you are. So you're a powerful being. So you have to be yourself, and then but just by you being yourself, it's gonna be a way for you to make money. And then you'll be able to love what you're doing. You'll be able to enjoy your work. Like they say, if you love what you're doing, you never go to work. That's what you're gonna be on, because you're yourself.
okay,
So you just gotta be yourself. And like, this is why I say, like, it takes time. It's not easy, but at the same time, you want to start the process, because it takes, you gotta put hours, time, minutes, and you gotta put all these energy into it. Like, you can't just, like, you want to be whatever you want, you have to put time and energy into it. So if you want success, you have to put time and energy doing something that's going to get it. You can't just want it and think it's going to come to you. You have to do the work. And if you don't put a certain amount of time in this is why I say stay consistent. You got to be consistent. Don't let the impatience make you just not do something every day. Just do something. Even don't even do it because it's going to get you something good. Just do it because you said you were going to do it. Just say
Yeah,
I'm going to do this every day because I said I'm going to do it. And
yeah,
then
I will feel a lot
even when you
better when
don't
I
want to do it,
yeah, I will feel a lot
yeah,
better when I
you
do.
okay. So that's good. That's good. How about fasting? Do you fast still?
I tried that, but I don't do that much anymore. I just
Okay.
stopped eating meat.
Yes. Fasting, that's gonna really take you. When I go on my long fast, that takes me to like a whole different space. But that's very hard to. It takes a lot of discipline and time to do that. But when you fast, that's like the quickest way to really cleanse and really come to an understanding
I think I'm
by doing it.
gonna fasting a little later in the future, not right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
I have
because
been
they
thinking
said like
about
life, because life gets in the way of it. This is why I said like, this is why like when you're on this path, you really got to be tapped in because when you're tapped in and you show the spirit that you're all in, it's gonna put you in a situation where it's not gonna allow you to work because you need to be doing something great. So it's gonna, but it'll only do that if you show an effort. And then once you're showing effort, then you'll notice things happen in your life where your time is free. It may not even play out. It doesn't even have to play out as you get money. It could play out as somebody just says, "I'll pay all your rent. You don't have to do nothing." Or it could play out anyway, or it could play out the rules change where maybe something happened, you get some money from somewhere, or something that costs money is free now, or anything, or maybe like sometimes it's why you want to just do the work. Don't think of a future because in your mind, I'm pretty sure most people who are watching this channel or watching me right now, you guys probably have in your mind in the that your future is supposed to look like this. Like, okay, I want to be awake and I want to be spiritual, and you have a look. Get that look out your mind and just be in the present because that doesn't exist. How your life is gonna be, you don't know what that is. Don't think that, oh, it's going to take a lot of time and I have to do this. You don't know how shit's going to be. We live in a very, this world is not what you think it is. Things can shape and form and manifest if you do the work. If you're not putting in the work, then it's going to look like there's no opportunity. But if you put in the work and you unlock certain doors, because by doing certain actions, you unlock certain doors. And when you unlock the door, then a certain event, a certain situation, a certain discovery what happened in your life because you did an action and you unlocked the door. But if you don't do the action, you're gonna be living your life thinking that, oh, it's all the same shit and nothing happens and life sucks. And but you have to do what you're supposed to do, be yourself and show the spirit that you're all in, and then it's gonna open doors and to give you things or to help you stay on that path.
I get it. I get it. Like
But you
right
may
now,
have to go to a you may have to go through a buffer where you're doing things you don't want to do, but and then get up out of that. So this is why I say it's never, there's no simple fix. Everything takes going through some type of struggle a little bit and resistance. So you may have to do what you got to do for a little bit, but while you're doing that, everything you do, you want to do it like it's like it's energy work. Like for every day you're doing the qigong. The qigong isn't just building the energy. You're showing the spirit that you care about your health. You're trying to do something better. And by you doing these actions, it's gonna allow other good positive things. This is why I say it's not about just doing the fasting, the qigong for the health and the yoga for the health. It's also you're showing the spirit how disciplined you are. Then once you show the spirit how disciplined you are, then it's gonna put other things in your life like, okay, since he's being hard and disciplined, we need him to keep doing this. But he has to make money. So let me just give him some money so he can keep doing this and not worry about money. So, but you have to be really hard and don't think about when it's going to happen. May take a year, may take 2 years, who knows? May take a few months. But just don't even just everything you do, look at it as towards your spiritual path. Yeah, you got to go to that shitty ass job and handle these responsibilities. Look at it like that's part of the mission to my path. I'm not going to be here forever. Then when you look at it like that, then you're more excited to go to the job because you're like, okay, I'm using this as a way to get out of here.
oh yeah, yeah. Right now my situation is not even that bad. I just have to
Okay,
log in at morning. Uh, I have to work from home, and I log out at evening. I don't even work that much. I don't even work actually. I just sit in my
that's
house.
good.
That is that is my
That's probably the spirit helping you right there.
yeah.
Like now you're at
I,
home, you can just do your key going at home. You gotta go commute and take the bus and then go in the office. And toxic ass fucking people that you don't want to be around. Just do it at home. You can do your key going during work, like your break or something. And you sleep where you work. That's good.
yeah, I don't even work. I
That,
just sleep. I just
that's
be
good.
sleeping. Yeah, that's why I feel weird about
Yeah,
complaining.
that's
Like,
good.
what am I even complaining about? I am actually
What was
living a
that?
good life. That's why I feel when I
Yeah,
bad when I complain, because I am actually living a good life, but still there is something missing. Yeah, like you said, I'm
there's
going
something
to go
missing.
harder. Yeah, gotta
Yeah,
go harder in my
that
spiritual
thing,
path.
that thing that's missing is you don't know who you are. That you don't really like. You're not really what they say tapped in. Like that's what's missing. Once you can have all the money, you can have all the comfort, but you're gonna still feel something missing because it's like it's something is dirty. It's not clean. Like you got, let's just say you got like a Gucci, a designer jacket, like Gucci, and it's like a $15,000 jacket. It's a nice jacket, but imagine if it had mud and dirt. You won't be able to really enjoy it. Like it's a nice jacket, but it's dirty. I need to clean it. So like you have a nice life, but then if you don't know yourself, it's like the nice life you can't even really enjoy the life. Because once you really even tap into yourself, really, especially through this pranic journey of the breatharian, what I'm doing, like I'm not saying you need this to get to this level, but I'm just speaking for like for my situation. Like I think I've noticed is like I don't even care about like things. I have enough joy just from being because what the pranic energy does, it generates energy where you don't need as much. So this when I say food, that's just one aspect. This goes to like entertainment. You could just go walk in nature that entertains you. Somebody who has um very overburnt, they have burnt out senses because they're so addicted to stimuli. They're always on their phone and playing the game. They need the latest game. They need this. They got bored of this game. They already beat this game. They need to scroll. They because they have all this shit in their brain. Like they're burnt out. They're stimulus. It's all they need that fix. So these are people who are addicted to social media. When you are
Yeah,
right there in path and you're generating energy, you're getting energy from a food level, mental level, spiritual, all these levels. You'll before you know it, not only do you not need to eat, you don't feel entertained by it. You could just walk for go for a walk at the park, and it's entertaining. The tree, the way it looks, everything. That's entertainment. Like I was going for a walk, everything looked entertaining. The fuck, the old
yeah,
ass guy
yeah.
looking, dude.
I just be sitting and be entertained. Don't have to do anything. Just sitting looking at a fucking tree. I'm I'm good. I be feeling good.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And it's like, and I'm not like promoting. We just gotta sit our ass and look down. I'm saying like if you want to work, we gotta we'll do our work. But I'm saying like if you need to go watch Netflix, you need to scroll on your phone. And don't get me wrong, if you want to do that, then go and do that. But like everything, because a lot of people they'll watch other channels and then they'll see other people saying, oh, you don't need to eat, you don't need to do this, you don't need to watch Netflix. But then the reason that they don't do it is in a way they're forcing themselves not to do it, which that's good because that's discipline. But I'm talking about generating energy. So you're not, it's not about forcing yourself. It's like I don't want to do it because I don't even need to. Like I don't
yeah.
need this stuff. I don't need this
Like I
food.
can't
I
even
don't need this stuff.
I
I don't
can't even
feel
sit
the
and
urge
watch
to need it.
I
What's
can't
up,
even
sir?
sit and watch a whole movie. Like I
Yeah,
cannot
me
watch
neither.
a
I
whole
haven't watched
movie
the
actually. No, I cannot do that.
I haven't watched the movie in years.
Yeah, that's so lame. Like who does that? Like
Exactly. I haven't watched
better to
a
just look
movie.
at the sky.
I say what?
It's better to just look at the sky than watch a movie.
Yeah, like shit. If I watch anything, it's gonna be like some content, like some YouTube content, like some spiritual or like something like that. I'll watch or somebody information that's gonna help better me. But I just
Yeah,
can't even watch a damn movie.
yeah,
It just
same.
it's
It's
like
like that.
it's all outdated shit. And
Yeah,
they need to update the movies because it's funny because I told everyone they need to update the movie because all the movies are like all retarded and like they are retarded, but like it's funny because they released this one movie. I forgot what it was called. Well, anyway, I don't want to get on. It's not important. Let's talk about something else. It's fucking stupid. I don't want to talk about a damn.
yeah.
It's just pointless shit. It's not really. But movies are retarded though. I feel you. Like they're all programmed. They're all the same formula. It's all retarded.
Yeah, just sometimes people are unbelievably stupid. I can't even imagine why are they like this. Sometimes I be thinking like that. They can't. They are not even the level where I can help them. They won't
Yeah,
understand what. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Some people you can't help. I'm coming to the conclusion that some people their brain and their spiritual DNA is so calcified or it's so blocked they can't understand what you're saying. Like because the way their brain neurons formulate the part of the brain that's supposed to obtain knowledge and shit, it's not working. So like they can't understand. This is why think about it like this: you have all this information on the internet. You got spiritual channels like mine, but you see people every day act like life is an unsolved problem. Like, what's the meaning to life, or what do we do, or how do we fix poverty, or how do we fix social economic, like shut the fuck up, nigga. It's not complicated. It's the answers out there. It's just people are too stupid and too ignorant to actually get those solutions, because when you tell somebody a solution they look at you like you're a narcissist or you're in your ego. What makes you think you're not a scientist? Or I'm like, bitch, that's why you're in the same situation. Right, the whole humanity's in a fucked up situation because everyone's just fucking lost and you can't tell nobody nothing. And then like, because like I said, this is all it's all on a mental level. Like the way people's the brain functions, you can tell somebody spiritual knowledge, they're not going to be able to understand it. The same way I can go to a raccoon and I could tell a fucking raccoon, can you go to the liquor store and tell the clerk to put 7 on pump number 3? The raccoon won't know how to do that. It's just gonna look at me and just probably run, or it can't fathom it because the brain of a raccoon doesn't is not designed to take in that information. So the raccoon probably just hears me blah 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 blah, blah, but I'm really talking. So that's how these sheep are. Their brain they can't understand because the organ you have makes you understand. Like when you hear a bird, when a human hears a bird, we hear eek, 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 we hear tweeting. But the reason we hear tweeting is not because it sounds like tweeting, it's because the human ears is a human organ, and when the human ears receives information from the bird, we hear tweet tweet. But the bird doesn't have a human organ. It has a bird organ. So when the bird hears tweet, it probably hears, hey nigga, what's good? Or like how me and you are talking. Just like if a bird hears me, he's gonna think I'm just babbling. But I'm having a conversation. Just like the bird is having a conversation. They speaking with their mind. They don't even speak. Some of them don't even speak. They conversating like us. That's why they hang around, but we don't understand it because our organ can't process that information. So some of these other humans, it's like that with other humans on a small level. Their brain can't process spiritual people's information like us. So when we speak, we can break it down in the most simplest terms. They'll just say, "Oh, you're wrong. It's Jesus Christ and this and that." And you see what I'm saying? Like you can't get. So that's why I don't even try anymore because these people are literally a lower subclass of human. They're literally like their brain, the structure, the way the brain flows, the neurons flow, all of that shit. You're
yeah,
you're dealing with fucking like a lower class of like human. It's weird. And then there's certain
yeah.
spiritual people who have more.
Sometimes,
It. Go ahead.
sometimes I think maybe I'm toxic, but when I look at people, I look at them like animals. Like they are not even that different. I feel like
They're
I'm
not.
little superior.
They,
I
they,
don't know if
they're not, because everybody is thinking the same way. Like this the government, the system, they created ways people think. So every single person you come in contact with, they're they're not themselves. This is why I'm sure when you go out in public and you see somebody, you've thought to yourself, I've met this person before. They talk about the same thing, they sound the same, they look the same, they walk the same, everything is the fucking same. It's because these people have a program that they've grown up with. They're stuck on the program, and they can't, like, that program is like, it's hard to be broken because this shit's been going on since birth. So it's ingrained in them, and there's so many. They create these programs to keep tabs on people. Like this, you could call like a psychic clone. You have people like this is why they have celebrities like Nicki Minaj. You got fucking Lil Uzi Vert. Then you got Larry the Cable Guy, all these different races, genders, demographics, ages. So it's like a rule. And then they have these celebrities act a certain way, or depending on how that celebrity acts, is is how they want a certain demographic to act. Like for example, Kim Kardashian. When Kim Kardashian came out, notice how all the women started dressing different. Like the whole, like when Kim Kardashian came out, like I don't know what year it was, but I remember it was like before 2012, around that era, probably before, when she started getting big. Women started getting fake asses and started dressing like how you see women now. Like the whole Kim Kardashian look with the fat ass and the tights and like the kind of like the hip hop style kind of, but with the fat fake ass. That whole shit started when they put her in. So that's like an example of like a celebrity that they want people to emulate. And then even when it comes to the rappers, like around 2012, that's when they end up having a trap. Before 2012, 2011, there was no such thing. There was trap, but trap was looked at as underground music. It was like the music that you played that didn't get played on the radio. But since 2012 hit and people were awakening, they wanted to take trap music and make it mainstream. So what you see as mainstream music was once underground, which is about drilling, killing, and sex. That was the underground shit. And the mainstream, they talked about sex and stuff, but it was more tame. But they moved it. So, like I said, I don't know where I was at with this, but the psychic clones. Yeah, the psychic. They create these things so people can act a certain way. So now you see everybody wears tight pants, and everybody they wear certain shirts, and um, they wear certain. Before black people, we used to wear baggy clothes. Now everybody's wearing tight pants. That's a program. They sculpted that program through celebrities, rappers, and the whole industry, and all of that shit. Because what happens, I'm not saying that the government created it. What happens that black people, they do that shit in the hood, but then they take something that black people do and then mainstream it, and then whatever's popping, whatever the Jews make popping, that's what's looked at as cool. So over time, people start changing the way they look, the way they dress. That's why nobody wears baggy clothes no more, because it's a script. Even the person who talks spiritual on the internet, the most deepest, even I'm not saying like bashing on, because I'll be wearing some shit too, but that shows you how deep it is. Because even you like some of the style. I wear some of the style, and I started wearing it around the time it switched. But since the program is breaking down and people are starting to be themselves, you notice how the music hasn't really switched. You notice the dressing hasn't really switched. Remember back in the 80s, people used to dress, and in the 90s and in the 2000s, there's no change because the program is breaking down. So they can't really bring anything new. We're at a time we have to bring something new. They can't really bring shit new.
mm,
So it's just like I said, like everyone is just a clone. They're waiting for what's the next thing to be, and this is why you got to bring the next shit and program. Like if people were if spiritual esoteric people were really on their shit, we could really make it where people start copying our shit, and they're like the clone, but they don't want that. They want to make it where they can only do it.
yeah. Now I feel good because I only care about spirituality. I don't really care much about the materialist. But you said when you do your spiritual work regularly, your material things will come. Spirit will take care of you.
Yes,
Said, yeah, that
exactly. Yes,
makes me feel
especially me. I have Leo in the second house, so if I'm not stable, I'm not spiritual. Like I'm not this, and it's not. That's not to say that I got to go out and get money and shit. That's not what it is. Because if I'm not spiritual and I'm out here trying to get money, then money is just it's like the spirituality. and the having a reason why I'm doing shit is connected to my stability because I have Leo in the second house.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's really a factor for me. Like if I'm not spiritual, then my stability will be, and it's like it's pretty much like a reminder of me, like in a way, to like
Okay.
be on my shit. It's not like, oh, I'm material and I need things. It's more like I need to focus on, because I don't need, what that tells me is I don't need material to be spiritual. I don't need anything. Because with a placement like that, a lot of people, I need to have a house, I need to have my shit together before I become spiritual. Whereas for me, it's like I don't need any of that, to be honest. May it make it easier, obviously, in some cases, but the fact is I don't need any of that shit. Then once you don't, in a state of not needing, then that's when things start really coming to you. Like that's one thing I realized about me, like recently, fucking, like I just been looking at it. Like I said, I see like a lot of these rich multimillionaires that they have like a whole bunch of like cars, clothes, and all this stuff. And in my mind, it just hit me. I'm like, all of these people, they have so much baggage. They got all this stuff that costing them money, and like it's like they're not really free because they have to uphold that. They have to make more money next month. They have to keep upholding that, because you see these people, they wear Gucci every single day and they've been wearing it every day for so long. It's like they can't even wear something like Nike because it's not good enough, or it's not. So these people have to make more money. And don't get me wrong, maybe they enjoy making money, but the way even if you enjoy making, because people say, well, I enjoy making money, I love making money, I love um doing what I'm doing, so it's not a problem for me. Which, okay, I get you, but at the same time, you don't find it a problem to be dependent on something external? You always need, like, you going, let's just say you go to the bar, you have your chain, you have your smartwatch, you got your phone, you got to make sure your shoes are clean, you got to make sure your car's here, you got to make sure everything's all nice and neat, and you got to get this food, or you got to make this payment, you got to do this, you got to tip these people. You're like, everything is just so, like, so much shit. And then, but if you see why are you doing all these things, you ask them, oh, this makes me happy. But I'm like doing these meditations and fasting, I'm like, I'm happy just doing this. And it's not a happiness based upon, oh, I just got some money or I got a new car or something. This is like a certain happiness where it's like, I don't give a fuck about this shit no more. Like it's on a level I can't even really explain. Like it's,
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's a turn off. I even feel kind of like weird. Like I remember I had a whole bunch of shit, like, because in my trunk I have a whole bunch of shit I'm trying to sell. Like I have all this stuff on me and I'm looking at myself like I have this, and I have money that I can go in, and I have like my fan to cool me down, and I have my water, and then I had my just a bunch of shit, and I'm like, why do I need a fan, like, to cool me down? But if I was really practicing this energy, I could cool myself down. I need a fan to cool me down. Like, even though I could, because before I used to be insecure, I can't afford this, I can't afford this. Now it's like I can afford a little bit more things, but I'm looking at, like, I feel insecure that I can afford, that I need all this shit. Like, I'm a weak being. Like, I really need a fan to cool me down. If I was really on this energy, I'd be able to cool myself down. If I was really doing this, I wouldn't need to eat. I don't need to go and get this food. Oh, I got to go buy all these expensive things to make me have fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good to get it, but like, if you feel attached to, like, if you lost it, you'll cry, or you'll be, oh, I lost my money. Like, that shit right there, it's like, it's trying to turn me to fuck off. I can't do
Yeah.
it no more.
Yeah. I understand you. Like last week, I lost my phone somewhere, mobile phone. I was with my friends. I didn't even care. My friends were panicking. Hey, where did you left your phone? I didn't care. I just went and I searched a little bit and I got my phone back. They were surprised, like, why is he not caring about it? Like,
Oh, because you
when,
lost your phone.
yeah,
See, that you pass the test. 'Cause that's the ultimate test. When you ever with somebody and they lose their phone, observe how they act. If they're so stressed, that tells you they got a lot of healing to do. When they're more relaxed, chill, who cares? Like, I lost the phone. Who gives a
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Whenever
Like,
someone cares too much about this watch, these shoes, it just says
yeah,
that they are not in the right mindset.
it's
That they are
yeah,
not happy.
it's not the. What was that? Sorry, I keep opening the door. It's just kind of hot in here. So what was that?
Whenever someone cares too much about these things, it just shows that they are not really happy. Even if they
Mm-mm.
have a lot of money, they are not really happy.
Yeah, because if they were to lose all that, how would they be then? Like, would they be in a straight state of distraught? Would they be able to be like, "Fuck it, I can make it again"? You got to ask yourself that. So, and I'm not saying don't go out and have nice things. I'm like, because when you really take on this attitude that I have, that's when the things really start coming to you, really. But you have to actually be doing things. I'm not saying I'm just gonna be old. Like, because usually a person that's on this path that I'm on, we will always have abundance, and we'll have the breatharians have more money than the average person. You hear people complaining about inflation. I don't hear no breatharian complaining about that shit or nothing. They have, because when you're on a path of a path like this, prosperity comes to you. Abundance, all that shit comes to you.
Yeah.
It comes. It's not even a point about like, oh, we don't want, like, but it is what it is. But I think I'm gonna have to end this live stream. I gotta go. Yeah, this is a long live
Okay.
stream
Yeah.
because it's
Before
12:41.
before
Man,
you
it's
go,
already 1 in the afternoon.
I will show you something. I picked a rock from the roadside and I sent energy into the rock. So it's like the energized rock now. I will show you.
Okay, okay.
You see?
What? Yeah. Oh, what is it? A rock?
Yeah, it's just a rock on the roadside. I picked it up and I sent energy into it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, put because like that's like a small form of like a witchcraft. Like you're imbuing it with energy, and then just
Yeah,
that's good. Like even when you're doing your qigong, like have that have that rock in your mind when you're doing the qigong, especially at the end, and project the energy into the rock, like whatever energy
yeah,
you want in it.
yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. It
Yeah.
was good talking to you. Yeah.
Yes, good talking to you. What's your name? JG?
GJ. GJ.
GJ. Yeah,
Yeah.
GJ. I don't know why I said JG, but I flipped it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nice talking to you. Yeah.
Nice talking. See you.
All right then. Peace.
Peace.
All right then, guys. I think I'm about to end this live stream. It was good talking to everyone. It was good to see the brother again. To do. Yeah, I gotta stop using that fucking word, brother. I hate that's a Masonic word. I need to stop using it. I just got so that's like a program that in my mind when I say it, because like I just gotta think of something better to just say. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream. Shout out to Moody Mercury. He was up in here. Yeah, but everybody go check out his channel. He got a channel too. Do a movie hopping. I get caught. Yeah, I don't go movie hopping. Fuck movie hopping. It's like the movie's too trash. They're lucky they make the movies trash. I'd be the one movie hopping more than anything. I used to stay the whole day in the damn movie theater. I stayed the whole day in the movie theater. But I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. But it's got good talking. It's 12:45. Wait, I'll probably go on a little bit tonight. Go on tonight. I'm most definitely gonna be going on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be starting my fast. This fast I'm gonna be doing with you guys. I'm gonna be coming on every day online, and I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on my fast every single day while I'm on my fast. And I'm gonna be going to visit my dad next month. So I'm gonna be going live. Be able to do qigong. It's a way nicer area than out here. So I'm about to be going live. Be doing my qigong. I'm gonna do a lot more qigong sessions when I'm out there because the environments it's out of state. It's a different state. So I'm gonna be going out of state, and yeah, it's a lot more scenery, trees. The air's fresher. The fucking air. I think the air got me sick out here because it didn't get me. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna do this before I go, and I'm gonna make a video about this. The qigong and how it helps with sickness. You know how you have a cold and a illness, like you feel sick and you have a cold. I felt a cold coming on a couple days ago, and I noticed that when my colds will come on, I'll feel my throat kind of get weird, and then gradually I'll start developing more deeper symptoms. But this time my throat got weird, but then the it started reversing. Like it wasn't as like it didn't progress into a cold. And I know that was the qigong because right after I started developing the cold was after my qigong session because I think the area that I was at was kind of like the air wasn't fresh. So when you're doing qigong, you want to do it in a fresh setting, fresh atmosphere with fresh air. This is why if you do it indoors, do use an air purifier. If you're outdoors, make sure you're like in nature or in a nice area. And because you are going to be breathing in and breathing out, you don't want to breathe in anything toxic. Because I was breathing in and the area was kind of dirty, and I felt kind of like after the qigong, I felt kind of a cold come in, but it reversed. And I'm thinking, is the qigong? Mind you, I was doing qigong weeks before this, and not only that, back in December when I started doing qigong, I remember the same thing happened. I usually get sick in December. I didn't get sick in December, so the qigong is actually on point. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream, guys, and hit you guys up later.